nation is currently going through a period in which African Americans are continuing to move around the country in search of jobs or land. Analysts say that this has been caused primarily by two factors. The work that African Americans have done on the home front, as well as the amount of volunteer work that they have done for the country at war. We now check in with Jinwon.
I'm now reporting from a clothes factory here in Springfield, Illinois, and there has been a huge migration of blacks here since the war has started. The factory that I'm currently standing beside is primarily run by blacks and minorities and has supported many armies that are serving in Europe and the Pacific.
Are these blacks skilled in making clothes, or are they just the last group we can turn to?
These African Americans are actually better than most whites, and their efficiency has earned them recognition in the workplace. However, there still seems to be discrimination and segregation for these people who work so hard for our country. Unfortunately, at this point, there seems to be nothing that we can do about racial discrimination in this workplace. The only thing we can do is just keep working and see what happens after the war. Thank you.
Alright, thanks Jinwon. Now let's move on to Jinwoo and get some information on what's happening across the Atlantic in Europe.
I'm now reporting from Paris, and the situation here is very desperate, but at the same time full of hope. This is mainly because of the African American soldiers, who seem to be more courageous and brave than the white American soldiers are. This is a shame to the white Americans, but at the same time it is an opportunity for the blacks to gain recognition in American society.
Anything in particular that sticks out to you?
Well, recently General Eisenhower has commanded that segregated units mixing together because of the complicated battle situation and also because the Allies were very overwhelmed. The plan has worked out brilliantly, and the Allies are beginning to close in on Germany, with the Americans moving east from France and also the Soviets moving west from their own country.
Thanks Jinwoo. As mentioned, the war in Europe seems to be slowly coming to a close, but now we must think about how the African Americans will be treated in the post-war era. Not trying to get too carried away, but society is bound to change and there must be preparations set for these changes. That's all for now.